in for finals the second year in a row. What does that mean for you as the coach behind it all?
I'm just so thrilled for the players. For them it's so deserved. They've worked so hard this season, and it's something we set our sights on so early. And obviously proud to represent the club and to get them into finals again. And just really happy for them and obviously the fans as well.
And what do you expect from the Jets? You know that rivalry very well.
Yeah, look, we know the Jets are a difficult team to play against. I don't think their table position necessarily shows what type of team they are. Statistically, they've been one of the better teams all year. Just unfortunately, they haven't taken their chances, and obviously that's cost them. And they've obviously copped quite a few the opposite way. So they're a tough team to break down, and we know that they'll come out firing. We know obviously it's a derby, so I think players always get up for derbies. I think that's one of the biggest things, is that these are the games that they want to play in, because they know that little bit of extra pride is on the line.
And you were so close last year. What's the plan this time around for finals?
Obviously last year for us, going through the elimination finals with Pens, and then obviously, unfortunately falling to Sydney FC. We want to make sure that this year we take our chances early on in games, especially in the first leg if we get through to the semis, making sure that we take those chances in that first leg, and sort of when we are at home make the most of being at home. But you know what, we can't look too far ahead. Elimination is first.
And I guess, obviously not the result we were after against Melbourne Victory, but I think a performance that we can be proud of, bar finding that final goal. I guess, can you sort of speak to just a little bit about that performance in that game? It was
a fantastic performance for me. It was one of our best performances of the season as a collective, as a whole team, from back to front, defensively and offensively. Like you say, we just really missed that sort of putting the ball in the back of the net, and that's what cost us. And obviously we know that Melbourne Victory are strong off set pieces, and unfortunately height wasn't in our favour when we came up against them, so we knew that was going to be a threat. We talked about trying to limit the amount of set pieces that we gave away, and to our credit we did. But Melbourne Victory ended up taking a chance anyway. But obviously disappointed not to come away with something out of that game, because I felt that we were deserving of it, and I thought we were the better team on the night. But that's football sometimes, and I would much rather take a positive performance into finals and that we're playing well and we're doing all the right things, than getting results when we're not playing well. So it's, for me, it's a massive positive, and I can see that the girls are really motivated and just ready to go and get stuck into the finals and make sure that we make our statement.
The two Melbourne teams have obviously been so strong this season, but every time we've come up against them, we've been right in the battle, and undefeated against City this year. Does that fill you with confidence heading into finals, that we really can match up with the best? Yeah, absolutely.
There's absolutely no doubt at all. Like, I'd be happy to face any of the Melbourne teams. Like, I think there's some quality there, and I think a lot of teams probably misjudge us in a lot of senses, and probably don't look at us as much of a threat. But I think they'd be out of their minds to do so, because we've played some fantastic football this year, and we are where we deserve to be. And for us, we're not scared of anyone. Melbourne City, they've not beaten us this year. Melbourne Victory, the games have been really close, and again we proved last year that we can beat them, and I've got no doubt that we can beat them again. And same as Western United, it's always a close match against us, but I feel confident in taking on any of that top six.